Hi, I'm Donald with Steambrite Supply, and today I'm going to talk about the Mytee products RL105. First of all, I'm going to go over some of the items that you'll notice that when you open the box, there'll be a bag in it, and in this bag there is some extra what they call little piglet filters. Now, the piglet filters, you'll notice on this model, are actually installed right here on this fitting, and this is to catch your lint products and other items from getting into your auto dump mechanism. You'll also notice you'll end up with two 12-3 50-foot power cords. They do also come with a nice little Velcro strap that has a buckle to keep your cords neat. They supply you with a little 45-degree elbow mechanism. This actually will slide over the drain valve to help control splashing. So when you're dumping either in a toilet or a bucket, you'll be able to control the direction of that dump. Also, what's included with this machine is the ability to hook to 2-inch vacuum hose or 1.5 inch. They provide both kinds of connectors. If you're going to use 1.5 inch hose, you just use this device. If you're going to use a 2-inch, then this will actually just swivel, connect right onto there, and then you have your real good solid 2-inch vacuum hose connection. Now, if you're going to run longer hose distances, we do recommend that you use the 2-inch option. A lot of our customers will operate the unit with 50 feet of 2-inch hose, and then the last 15 feet go to 1.5 inch to your wand. Also, you'll notice in the unit is a little hanger assembly, and on several places on this particular model, Mytee has the 1032 connection for it. So any 1032 recommended stainless bolt will actually fit in there, usually a 1/2 inch long, and that'll mount on there. And there's actually that same kind of connection on the other side. They only provide you with one hanger, but if you do want to buy additional hangers, they are available for sale. The other thing that you'll notice, they have a little stop sign, and that's to remind you that the unit has had all the water blown out of it. In other words, when you first hook it up, you're not necessarily going to get the pump pressure to come online without priming it. And I'll go over that with you. This unit is fairly easy to prime. They have a built-in priming lever. So once you have water either in the tank or hooked directly to the pressure of a sink, this machine is auto fill, auto dump, and you've got the machine on separate circuits. You can prime the unit very easily by putting your hand over the end of the port or the end of your vacuum hose. You turn on the vacuum and the water pressure, and you turn this lever 90 degrees, and they've got a little sticker there to tell you prime. So you're just going to turn this down like this with the machine on, your hands over the end of the vacuum hose, the vacuum motors are running, the water pump's running, and 15 seconds later you put that back, turn the machine off, and what that's doing is that's using the vacuum from the tank to suck all the air bubbles out of the pumping system, and then your pressure will come online. Now, also right here, you'll notice this is a pressure adjustment knob. As you turn it clockwise, it's more pressure, and counterclockwise is less pressure. Now, this particular model, besides being auto fill, auto dump, has some impressive features in it. I'll just show you the inside of it. To begin with, it is all plumbed with 2-inch hose. They mount these vac motors in parallel, so that way you have higher airflow. This has got over 200 CFM of airflow. They use dual 3-stage vac motors. These particular vac motors come from Electromotor and have been tested to be one of the best quality 3-stage vac motors on the market. Down in here we have our auto pump out pump. Now, this is a real low amp draw device. It only pulls 1.3 amps, and it's at up to 60 psi and will push out water at up to about 3 gallons a minute. Now, with the vacuum motor running, it won't push out quite that hard, but it's still enough to keep up with your regular cleaning. Now, in here we have a PumpTech 205 series pump head. These heads are actually rated for up to 800 psi, but the electric motor is only designed to push up to 500 psi, so don't get crazy with your pressure regulator and knob. What'll happen if you overturn it and go beyond 500 psi, you'll cause your motor to fail a little bit earlier than it should. Well, that's the inside of it. The other thing I will tell you that I really like with this particular model, these clasps that they have on the unit are actually pretty heavy duty. They're a little bit better quality than some other portables that we have, and they really grab the machine down really good. Now on the back side, some things that you'll notice is, first of all, when you take it out of the box, it comes with a little protective plastic. This just peels off. That's to keep the dirt off the wheels while you're rolling it in the shop, or, well, I guess the factory's probably got a floor that it's hard to keep clean. But right here we have our autofill connection, and down here is the auto dump. If you're going to use an autofill hose to your hot water supply, you do not want to use your standard garden hose connection. What we'll probably end up doing is I'll need to put a link on our website to direct you to the right kind of hose. But you want to make sure the hose is at least 200 psi with 800 psi burst. It can handle 200 degrees of hot water. Usually a lot of customers, what they do is they'll hook into the customer's bathroom or kitchen sink by removing the aerator off that sink, put in a faucet adapter that converts those faucet threads to garden hose threads, and then you'll have a 6-foot piece of hose that'll go right from this to that hot water supply, and inside the tank here is a float, and as the water level comes up and reaches about the halfway point, that float's going to shut the water off, and as you need more water, it's going to fall back down again and allow you to have kind of a continuous autofill, auto dumping. It's better production that way. This machine by default, if you're running all 2-inch hose, will run 150 feet of hose. If you're running all 1.5-inch hose, you can run 75 feet of hose. If you do a combination where you do a lot of it in 2-inch and then the last in 15, naturally you'll be a little bit in between the two of those. This is really compact. You know, it's just a little bit smaller housing than you get in some of the other portables. The tank sizes are actually only about 9 gallons. So you'll notice the overall dimensions of it's going to take less room in your van or certain trailer. Now inside the waste tank, first of all, the lid's real easy to access. It's just a 90-degree twist and allows you to pull it up. Being that it's clear, you can also kind of see in there what's going on. We've got a little ball float mechanism. This is designed to help stop or prevent you from accidentally sucking water into the unit if you're not using the auto dump feature. Down in the bottom of the tank there is a secondary filter that's supposed to help keep lint and other carpet fibers out of your auto dump pump. But it is important that on your piglet filter that you put in here, you want to make sure that you clean this after every single job, and then when you're done, you get in here with a garden hose and open the drain valve and rinse it out. That's real important, especially on autofill, auto dump machines, because your filtration's got to be kept really clean in order to make sure that that pump continues to work for you. Another neat feature with this particular model is they give some additional handles to help pick it up. Some people will use this as a means of grabbing it and picking the unit up to pick it up into the truck. There's also an additional handle down here on the bottom. Another nice feature that you get with Mytee products is the locking wheels. This is nice if you are trying to load your truck on a sloped driveway. The machine's not going to take off. It also helps keep the machine a little bit more stable in your service vehicle. We do recommend that you still use some type of strapping mechanism when you are going to transport it to and from your job site. Don't just rely on those wheels. But either way, it's still a real nice feature. If you have any other questions, you'll notice, oh, you know what? There's another thing I wanted to point out over here is a circuit locator light. This light will let you know that you're on separate circuits, and that's a real convenience.